end up alone at the end of your life. Okay?
Not as alone as you, though.
Holy shit, that's fucked up.
He just told me that he hopes that I don't get the Ronin. He's wishing my downfall on
I
me,
hope that
bro.
Rolando never sees Vinland Saga Season 3.
I got the comic. I got the manga, so I'm good.
You got the
See, I can
manga?
be satisfied with what I have.
You're satisfied with what you have? Spoken like a true poor person.
Communist.
There we go again. The fucking commie hating on the poor.
Fucking communist.
I'm not a communist. I'm a realist.
Oh, not a communist. That's the communist.
Yeah.
I'm not a communist. I'm a realist. There is a major difference there.
Well, being a communist socialist doesn't make you believe in some fairy tale, son.
What's the major difference?
Nah, son. The difference is that looking at is that I do not believe in the fairy tales that politicians sell me. I do my own research. Now,
you
granted,
believe the stats that the other socialists give you.
Hold on now.
Continue.
What I find is not always correct. So then, therefore, I try to ensure that the information that I give turns out to be correct. However, I also have a set of beliefs and values that I hold that have changed from when I was younger. And so if that makes me a radical person, then by all means, that makes me a radical person. I don't have to justify myself.
You're not radical, you're just misguided.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think I have I think I have a strong set of beliefs that I came to from personal experiences and also seeing in real time stuff happening around the world that helped me to form my views on things. I don't think I'm misguided. I think I just have a different way of approaching the world than you do. Like here, Rolando. In fairness to you, I wouldn't say that you are a misguided person. You just view the world differently than I do. So why can't you give me that same sentiment?
Yeah, why
socialism would work?
No, like I'm saying, you say that I am you're saying I am a misguided person, but I'm putting out the olive branch saying that you're not a misguided person, because I don't think that. I just think that you and me have a difference of opinion. I'm trying to put out the olive branch here. I'm trying to be like, we just are just different people. However, if you think that I am misguided, then we can go down that road. But I'm trying to throw the olive branch to you here. That's what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So my statement to you would be that and I've said this on the show before, but I don't think that conservatives are misguided. They just have different points of view than me. So, and for, the record, while I think that they are wrong on, economics, I don't think that they are misguided people. I just think that they have different views than me about how to get things done. That just is what it is. So my question to you as a friend is, why can't you give me that same sentiment? That's what I'm asking you.
Say you do the research on the economics, but I'm pretty sure you don't know all of it or enough. Because you'd probably look at what you think would work for you. Yeah, wow, me, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck.
On my end, I would say that two things can be true at the same time on it. Like sometimes I could see that you're misguided. Other times I think that you just have a different point of view. And same thing goes for me too, where sometimes I try to find things like it's not against a person's interests to try to find something that reinforces their worldview. There's nothing wrong with that. Like that's a natural human thing to do.
For the
Okay?
record, I'm not saying that there is.
But yeah, like I'm
that
just
there is,
saying,
yeah.
you know, so but I know I'm interjecting on this, so this it's not on me, but
No, it's
just
fine.
from me to you, that's what I would say. So, sometimes I think maybe you're smoking the hashish on stuff sometimes. Other times I think that, it's just a preference thing. Like you would prefer somebody else to do it for you, like the government take care of XYZ or whatever, right? So like I get it. I think there's problems, but there is no perfect solution. That's what we're on 1,000-year journey. All right, we're on the journey, everybody. Okay. Anyway,
since you're
World of Rumcast, 1,000 years.
Yeah, what's up?
I was actually going to ask you, since I have you here. Would you say that you are, in terms of socially, would you say that you are a libertarian? Because I think when it comes to my social values, I actually hold myself as being a libertarian. And when I took my political compass test and I showed it to you guys, it did say that socially I am a libertarian. So,
what about
Muffler,
your political sextant?
Would you call yourself a libertarian when it comes to social issues?
I would still like to lean libertarian as much as possible because the sentiment, it's really tempting, okay? Because you're in between a rock and a hard place in society, okay? So the easiest thing to say is, oh, yeah, dude, like just, we're all just getting along to get along or whatever, right? And so when I was a lot younger, that was kind of like my mentality on it. But now, as I've gotten older, I understand that, like, there's just so little social cohesion at times that, like, it becomes a big problem. Because if everybody's doing everything at all times, then like you can't function as a group of people anymore, and so the variety of mindset becomes so vast and so different, that like you can't function at a certain point as an organism, so it's one of those things where like I try to lean as much freedom as possible, but at times I understand it's like, well, sometimes you just have to come together and say, brass tacks, we're all going to fucking do X, Y, and Z because this is for the best thing as a group of people. Is that good? All right. If you don't agree, then it's like, well, we got a fucking problem. Then we got to talk about this and like we have to really like sort this out and stuff. So that's why sometimes, depending on the subject, I'll get pretty adamant about how I feel about something. But for the most part, I just don't care that much. It's like, well, it's inconsequential. It's whatever, right? But you have to understand that, the more diverse opinion there is, then the less socially you can achieve anything. Because if there's 365 million voices that each have their own unique thing or whatever, right? It's like, well, how do you get any type of consensus at all on that? So it just socially, I tend to be libertarian if I can afford to be. If I can't afford to be libertarian, then I lean conservative over liberal. That's just how it would normally be.
Yeah,
I respect that. You brought up the 365 million points of view thing. I mean, I kind of feel that we kind of, not to the same extent, but we kind of have that problem right now, kind of sort of, where like, and for the record, I'm saying that I'm guilty of this too, where everyone thinks that they're right.
Yep.
And so I think a lot of the times people don't want to listen to other people because everybody thinks that they're right. And so I think, though, we could have a socially libertarian society if we all just listened to each other, but the problem is everyone wants to be the cook in the kitchen. That's kind of the problem.
Yeah, because that's how nature works. Like nature works on a hierarchy. Like it doesn't work the way a communist or a socialist would want it to work, unfortunately.
Well, here's the thing is that I also think that it would be nice if we could all like agree with each other, but it's kind of, to your point though, Muffler, that's just not gonna happen because we're because we're all humans. Like, also though, wouldn't you agree that if we all agreed on everything and there was never any form of dissent, that also wouldn't be good though either, right?
Correct.
Like,
Yep.
yeah. Like,
which is why I
double-edged
lean, because the idea is that we're not Europe. Okay, if we were Europe, then you could do a lot of things. You could make more sound arguments, is what I would say, for certain things socially. Okay,
sure.
But we don't have that. All right, like we don't have 1,000 years of history in one plot of land type of thing. We're not overpopulated for our land that we have available to us.
I mean, we do. We just don't excavate it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to it, right? So the thing is that, like, until those become problems, I think that the more freedom, the better. Okay, like, so I tend to lean towards a freedom first approach because we just don't have those same problems as old world countries. America's 250 years old, but we are very, very large for that 250 years. Okay, so like we have a lot of wiggle room, is what I would say.
Yeah. I also feel too that we I think that I think our system works. I also would say that I think we the people just need to talk to each other more, because while I think that we have the perfect system in terms of voting and like representation of like the people and our votes being like allocated properly and such, I also think though too that being on the ground and like talking with people could also help too. And I actually wanted to ask you, Muffler, since you've been around this longer than any of us have, do you think ever that like in our lifetimes a third party ever wins the White House ever?
No.
Well, that's not how it, like, you understand that it's not how it works, right? Because we technically have had a third party because the Whigs, the Whigs.
I'm talking like modern day is what I mean. I'm talking like modern day.
But you understand how opposition politics works, right?
Yes.
So there's only ever going to be two parties. Like in any time there's more than two parties, what happens is it's because we have a disillusion of stability, big time. That means like the Democrats or the Republicans would have totally collapsed. And so then you get like a new party that forms, and so it's still only two parties.
Okay,
hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah. So, and just for the record, you don't think that would necessarily be a good thing if a third party won?
Sorry, 1 second. What was that?
I'm saying you don't necessarily think that it would be a good thing if a third party won, or you don't think that it would benefit us as a whole?
If a third party wins, it inherently means something catastrophically bad happened with one of the existing parties. That's all that means.
But also that depends on what the third party
correct
is. It's just because the third party wins doesn't mean they're actually going to do anything good.
Correct.
So then, am I wrong for being a third party voter then?
Yes.
Right now, no, because it's basically a throwaway.
Like the big thing is that if you can get 5% or whatever nationally, then that means that you can go ahead and get, you can get better ballot access / like money and stuff. So like, there's reasons to want to do it on some level. It's just only do it when it's convenient is the best thing to say on that, because ultimately what's still going to dictate your politics is going to be whatever happens with the two existing parties. That's just how it's going to work.
Sure. I also just and you guys can bring out the pitchforks, but I vote green like 99% of the time. I will never probably in my lifetime ever vote for president after 24. I don't think I'll ever vote for a Democrat. I'm slowly going to vote green. with that being said, I do understand that my vote probably will not matter, but at the same time,
Hmm.
and I know that you guys probably don't feel this way, but this is just me. Um, I feel like my vote, like I want to make it my own, and I want to make it matter to me. So I think that it is important that I vote what my heart tells me be because I already know that one of the two parties is going to win no matter what. And yes, Pennsylvania is technically a swing state, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we flip every 4 years. So really my vote will not matter, really. Not saying it in that way. I'm saying that my vote is not going to be the singular decider about like what happens here. So like if I vote green, then it's because of my conscience and because I don't want to reward um either of the two parties because frankly I don't think that either of them deserve my vote, but I don't judge others for voting for the two major parties. I also will just say though too that would you guys say and like I want to hear y'all's views like do you have a stigma um against third party voters or do you understand where the cause comes from?
I totally get where the cause comes from because I did vote third party. Like we've had that conversation, so you know that I've done that in the past. I've just changed
Yeah,
more recently
fair
because
enough.
I really feel like influencing the primary process as much as possible to get out bad candidates before they have a chance to fuck things up. So I'm all about the primary process if I can help it with regards to modern politics. Like that's kind of how I
Sure.
feel about it.
Sure.
Because you can, well,
Um
that's how the Democrat socialists are winning. They're winning through the primary process. And so,
that's true.
Whoa.
if, yeah, so that's
No, that's
exactly
not.
how it works.
Roman,
Yeah,
look at the sky. Bro, look outside.
what's happening?
The lightning's going insane, dude.
Is it really?
Look, dude, look outside.
I'm not facing
Fucking get out.
my window.
Roland, you
get
keep
up.
saying this shit all the time. Like it can't possibly be that much crazier every time you fucking call it out. Like, we get it. You got a big nasty storm.
It's every 3 seconds. It looks cool as shit.
It does look cool.
You can even see it. You just said that.
Hold on. Let me look at it myself.
Say I'm supposed to get another big round of storms here in the next hour or so. Let's see what the radar says.
What else we got to look at?
Yeah, big blob of green, red, and yellow. Going right over my area. Can I zoom out and see the country right now?
Yeah, that shit's shooting all over the place like crazy. Right, but you're seeing that shit?
All
It's
right.
like every couple seconds.
Yeah. We're basically getting a lightning flash right now. Like we're just getting a whole like
Bro, the
downpour of lightning.
clouds look wild, though.
It's the party before the show.
Whoa! That shit said, meow.
I mean, I could part the Red Sea if you guys want me to.
Guys,
What?
we might actually lose power. It's dark as fuck, and it's coming this way.
I mean, I think I'm good because my wires are underground. They have mine like underground, so I think and I hope that I'm okay. But
if I disappear, I'll call you again.
well, I mean, if
It's
you
it's looking funky outside, dude. I'm watching this shit come right towards us.
Well, I mean, if you vanish, you either got taken out by net yacht or you lost power. It's one of
Yeah,
those
that's
two.
the guy who got me. He's like, he's German, get him.
Um